Okay. All right. We just wanted to welcome everyone to our team devotional today. We're going to be doing this every week, every Monday. I think Jess and I decided, just because I think it's so good to have inspiration each week and just pour into our teams every week and make sure that you guys stay motivated and that you guys, are continually learning and progressing. So important to continue to do that. So today we're going to talk about some strengths and weaknesses that you may have, and how that can help your business and how it can hurt your business and, in your personal life as well. So I'm going to screen share. Okay. Can you guys see that? Does that come up? Okay. Cool. Okay, so we're going to start with your strengths. So what I want you to do is I want you to write down six of your strengths. So it can be in, it can be in this, these ones suggested, or if you have some that you know that you're good at, pick those. But I want you to pick 6 of those and just write them down on there, just on a piece of paper, and we're going to go over them in a little bit. So I'm going to give you a couple minutes to go through that list and just write down 6 of those strengths. Sorry. Okay, so now while you're writing some of those down, while you finish up, I'm just going to kind of go over and share the ones that I put down, just because it's good to see kind of what other people are good at, and maybe that's not what you're good at, and so you can dive into it and learn how they do it and how they got good at it. So some of my strengths are I'm very action oriented. So when I have an idea, or I like to, best way to explain it is when I get an idea in my head, I can't get rid of it, and so I have to do it right then. So that's a good strength of mine. I'm very optimistic. I didn't actually have this trait until I started this business, and it's something that I've learned and I've grown into being really, really good at. So, and then I'm very flexible. I'm just kind of, I go with the flow, very laid back. Caring. I'm very caring of others. I care a ton about how other people feel. That's kind of, I care more about how they feel and what they think than how I feel. Sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes a bad thing. I'm very motivated. I'm good at motivating myself and keeping myself very motivated. And then trustworthy. People can trust me with whatever. So those are some of mine. So I kind of want a couple people to share some of their strengths and what they're good at. So who wants to share? Just go ahead and unmute yourself if you want to share some of them. Anyone want to share? Okay, I'm going to call out a leader, one of my leaders. Let's see. Shayla, will you share your strengths? I see you're on here. Will you share with us some of your strengths? Is she on here?
I can go real quick while we're waiting for her.
Oh, good. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I think the one of the good things about strengths is that there's something that, you know, each of us has that other people don't, maybe, or aren't as prominent in their, you know, the way they are. And so a couple of things that are a little bit different for me is I'm very authentic, I would say, because I'm very like, who you see is who you get. And, you know, I'm very honest about things. I'm really bad at telling a lie or telling you how, you know, something that's not correct. So I think authentic can be really good. Some of my other ones were ability to learn, helping, caring. I'm very organized and responsible and positive. Those are the ones I wrote down.
Those are really, really, I like those. And so as you can see, like mine and Jess differ on some of them, and that's good. I mean, we're each our own individual, so it's good that we have different traits, and it's going to help you in your personal life and in your business to help your differently. Yeah. Okay, so I don't know if Shayla's away. Let's see. Anyone else want to share before I start calling people out? It's not that scary. It's really.
Hey Danielle, I'll share mine.
Okay, thanks.
Let's see. I'd say the top one for me is determined. Because when I set my mind to something, like I will not stop until it happens. I could be totally out of energy or whatever, but I know that I've got to push myself, and I just push myself until it happens. So I would say that's probably my top one. The other ones I chose were confident, energetic, focused, outgoing, and motivated. And I thought that those all, determined, like I would put those all under determined, but those were all the ones that I picked.
Yeah, those are great. And see, I am not, like I'm determined, but I'm not as determined as you are. I feel like there's sometimes where I'll let my excuse like stop me from doing that. And I've noticed that a lot lately with just having a baby. I'm just like, oh, well, it's really hard for me to go to parties just because Kason is so little. And it's like, no, I can take Kason with me. It's fine. It's like, so I let my excuses slide. So I love that about you though, Angelina. That's so true about you. So I love that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, who else? I want people to share. We'll do one more. So who's the last one going to be?
I think too, you guys, that it has a lot to do with your personal life too, as well as your business. So if you have something that you do really well in your business or in your personal life, you can, you know, either way.
Yeah, for sure. Like,
I'll share, Daniel.
okay.
I don't really know how to work this yet. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. You're good.
Okay. So I put down that I'm responsible and organized. I'm also really trustworthy, and I like that about myself. I think I have good customer service. I like to take care of my customers, and so those are mine.
Those are good. No, that's great. And like you said, there's some that are in your, you know, your personal life that fit, and then some in your business, like your customer service. That's huge for your business, is good customer service. It keeps those customers around. So that's awesome. Thanks for sharing.
Yep.
Okay, so we'll move on. Thank you for everyone that participated. It helps so much in these devotionals to learn from, to hear from other people and learn from them. So even if you don't feel like if you feel like you're new, still just share, because it's not all about the business, like Jess said. This is about your personal life as well too. So, okay, so then we're gonna go to your weaknesses. I'm gonna pull up that page again. Okay, so now I want you to write down your weaknesses. I want you to write down 6 as well. 6 of your weaknesses that they may be on this list. If you feel like you know other ones come to your head, write those down too. So I'll give you a couple minutes to write down these ones, your weaknesses. Okay, so I'll just share some of mine while you guys are finished writing down your weaknesses. Okay, so mine are chaotic. My family is very big, and my family, we do everything together, and not just like my immediate family, so my brothers and sisters, but like all of my aunts and my uncle and my uncles and my cousins. Like, we just do everything together. Like, every birthday party we go to all together. Like, it's just a big thing, and I didn't think that was unusual until I started making friends in high school and in college, especially, that people like just didn't do that. I thought that was the norm. But so with that being said, like, it's very chaotic with that many people. So so that's kind of a weakness that I have, especially like just in my personal life. I just feel like it's always chaotic. So that's a huge weakness for me. I'm very controlling. And I didn't really know this about myself until I started this business. When it comes to my business, I am very controlling. I feel like it should be this way, and that's the way you should do it. And so I've tried to really, really work on that. But it's a big weakness for me with my business. Fearful. I'm very fearful of my weaknesses, I guess, and of getting out of my comfort zone. I'm still like trying. I still am, blitzing is horrible. I hate it, and I still am so scared of doing it. So it takes time to get over it, but that's another one. I'm very, very stubborn. It kind of goes with controlling, like it's my way or the highway, especially, in my personal life and in my business. I can be very undisciplined, which I hate so much. I hate that is my weakness. But like I said, I let my excuses be an excuse and not just like push through it, which I hate. And I can be very impatient, especially with my kids. So those are my weaknesses. Also, another weakness that I just thought is time management. I suck at managing my time so bad. And it's even gotten worse since I have a newborn, which it's okay, because I know that it takes time to adjust, but it drives me nuts that I can't manage my time better. Anyway, so those are mine. I'm going to pull this up again, and then I'm going to have 3 people share. So whoever wants to share, let's share it.
I'll share mine again.
Okay, thanks, Marie.
Yeah, so I put that I'm wasteful with my time too. I don't have the best time management when I get home from work because I'm tired, and I sit there and scroll through Facebook forever, realizing I'm not actually working or like looking for something to post. I'll take way too long on that. So that's a big one. And then another one is just I'm a little bit inconsistent with my goals. So like I'll do really well for a few days and then I kind of drop off and then I don't do so well. So that's one thing I really want to work on.
Yeah. Okay, good. That's the same with me. My Facebook, I'll go on Facebook to find something to post, like give me an idea, and then I'm on like my ex-boyfriend's sister's page or something. I'm like, what the freak? How'd I get?
Yeah. I know. I do the same thing.
So it's awful. So yeah, I'm the same way. Same way. So, okay, who's next?
I will go. I think the best thing about this is that this is really like it makes you really transparent, which is I think why so many people have such a struggle with trying to share it, because it's like you're like, oh my gosh, you are this great amazing leader, or whatever, and everyone has weaknesses and things that they're just that are struggles. So kind of pushing past that and being honest, and that's what this whole thing is supposed to be about, is about us being together as a safe circle and group, so that it's okay, nothing leaves this. That's what this devotional is all about. So just an FYI, like Danielle's like a crazy Facebook stalker, and it's true because I've been there.
I'm not. Okay, yes, I really am, but it's true. So true. And this is so right. Like, this is the last thing I want to say. Like, I want to say that I don't want to tell you guys that I'm undisciplined, because as a leader, I should totally be like disciplined and, have like this, be so good at this business, but I'm not. And so it's like Jess said, it's really scary for me to be like, yep, I'm undisciplined and I waste my time all the freaking time. But it's good because then we can learn and we can grow together, and that's what these are for. So anyway, go ahead, Jess, and share.
Okay, so some of the things that are a little bit weaknesses for me that I have to push past are fearful. I get really nervous about doing certain things, especially with my business. It makes me super nervous. And things we have to push through. I'm very stubborn and stuck in my way, so that's one. I'm super shy. I get really hesitant about things, just very, should I do this? Should I not do this? And sometimes I can be really passive, just instead of saying how it is, I am just hesitant and passive about it. So those are some things that I struggle with and have to push through.
Awesome. Okay, so Shayla just messaged me. Her phone is freaking out. So she said I could share hers. So I'll share hers. So her weaknesses are I stray my attention a lot and tend to lose focus. Organized, I fail at staying organized at times. And busy, I always have something going on or think I do and let it take my focus away from the time I need to spend on my business. So, I think a lot of us can relate to all of those. Our lives get so busy on the business side of it that we, let everything lose our focus on the business, where the business should fit into our lives and be a part of our everyday lives. So, okay, thank you for everyone that shared. Does anyone else want to share their weaknesses and be vulnerable with us for a minute? Okay. All right, so we'll move on. Okay, so I just kind of wanted to go over each thing. So I want you to kind of go back to your strengths, and I want you to think about, how that's going to help your business. What in those strengths set you apart, from other people? in your personal life and in your business? How can it how do those things help your personal life and your business? So with mine, with the action oriented, that when I get a new idea of how to do something, or I see something that someone else is doing and I'm like, oh, that could work for my business, I implement it immediately. And so that's a huge thing for my business, and also for my life. I mean, when my husband and I are talking about something that we want to do, we just we talk it out for a little bit, do pros and cons, and then we just kind of make our decision right there, and we do whatever we want to do. Optimistic, I'm super positive about life. This one just kind of pertains to my personal life. Like I said, I didn't used to be optimistic until I joined this business. I used to be negative all the time and only see the negative, which was awful. And that's the reason I was really unhappy. But doing personal development and, learning to love myself and who I am as a person and as a leader totally changed the way I think about life. I always look at the positive in every situation. If it's a really, really bad situation, I let myself feel it out for like 2 seconds, get mad, or 2 minutes, not 2 seconds. I get mad, I get frustrated. There's times where I scream into a pillow, or I just lose it for 2 minutes, and then I compose myself and I breathe, and I'm just like, okay, so what can I learn from this, or what positive is in this situation. So that has helped make me so happy with my life and where it's at right now. Being flexible, that pertains to both my personal life and my business. Just going with the flow. As you know, the business is constantly changing. There's things like Facebook and the new regulations on there. It's always changing. So for me to just I have a hard time at the beginning, but then I'll just be like, okay, this is the way it is, and I just go with it. And same with life. If something comes up, it takes me 2 minutes to if something bad happens, and I told you, I feel it out and then I just go with it. And same with the positive. Caring, in my personal life, caring, like I said, I care so much about not wanting to hurt other people or to make sure that other people are happy. And that's the same with my business. I care so much about helping other people achieve what I've done in this business, and because I know what it's done for me, and so I want that for everyone else. So that's awesome. And then being motivated. This is kind of just for my business. I keep myself really motivated all of the time. There has been multiple times where I message Jess and I'm just like, nope, I'm done, I'm quitting. And then I'll take a step back and then I'll be like, nope, I'm okay. And I remotivate myself. I think remotivating yourself is something that you have to do kind of either, every single day or a couple times a week. There's a couple times a week where I'm just like, I don't want to work today. And you just have to push through it and motivate yourself to keep going, because this business takes consistency and it takes time, and that can be frustrating, but you just need to realize that that's normal, and to keep pushing through the bad times, because that's when it's going to be most important. And then trustworthy, it can pertain to both. I just I'm good at keeping secrets, I guess you'd say, or my friends always say, I can come to you and I just know that I can trust you with whatever. So that's super, super big for me. So those are some of the strengths. Those are the strengths that can help, that help my personal life and my business. So, I want you guys to share, some of your favorite strengths or your biggest strengths, and how they're helping you in your personal life and in your business, and how they help you, especially in your business. So who wants to share?
I'll share one of mine that I thought about. The one that I really like is that I'm positive and that people can see that I'm always positive, so that when I have a crappy day and I don't post anything about it, I make sure that I, look for the positive in the situation and try to bring that out. And so I love that one. My biggest favorite one that helps me a lot in my business as well is being authentic. And I think that for me, that's a personal strength and I use that to my advantage with my business because I want people to see that I am an authentic person and that when I say something, I mean it. So I think that helps me a lot in my, in getting customers and distributors that truly trust me and they're going to sign under me versus somebody else because they feel like they can trust me and they know me. So that's one that I really love and love to use with my business too.
Perfect. Yeah, those are great. Thanks for sharing. Okay, anyone else? Okay, so let's move on to the weaknesses. So these are more, we just kind of want to go over, how they hurt you. I want to go over how they hurt your business because I want you to see that your weaknesses, that they're hurting your personal life and also your business. So with me being very controlling, like I said, I'm very controlling of my business and I don't I have a hard time letting my leaders and my team, do their own thing and run with the business and take time. I would rather not do it for them, but I would rather just build my business all by myself using family and stuff like that than rely on other people to do that to promote for me. So I really hate that, and it hurts my business a lot because I've noticed that I don't let my leaders shine and I'm not training them the way I should. So I really hate that. And then being undisciplined and poor time management, I think they go together. That hurts so much because I don't get what I need to be doing every day done sometimes. So it takes me, at the end of the day, I'll sit down and I'll be like, why did I sit on the couch and watch 3 episodes of Grey's Anatomy today, straight? That is such a waste of time when I could have been messaging people. Or why didn't I message people while I watched the 3 episodes of Grey's Anatomy or a whole season? So those are the 2 of my weaknesses that I hate, and that really hurt my business a ton. So anyone else want to share a couple?
I know I'm talking a ton, but I will go super fast. I think the biggest thing about your weaknesses is everyone has weaknesses and they suck, and it sucks that you have weaknesses, but at the same time, if you didn't have weaknesses, you wouldn't have strengths. We have to have an opposite to our, whatever. We have to have the opposite. So I think the biggest thing with your weaknesses is just not letting them hold you back in your business. Like Danielle was saying about, having bad time management. Okay, well, obviously Danielle is very successful in her business. And if she's sitting here and saying that she is terrible at time management, holy crap, she just got made that weakness just go away. Even though that's something that really sucks for her, it's this at the same time, it's she pushed through that. She realized and figured out how to do that to make sure that didn't happen with her business, So I think that's super cool. One of my weaknesses with being passive and being fearful, I cannot even explain how much of my life I've spent just in the shadows. I'm a follower, not a leader. I am, super shy. I don't really want to put myself in the spotlight at all. Yet I'm not going to let that hold me back. I'm not going to let my weaknesses hold me back from something that I want to do. I want to be a leader with this company. I want to be at the top of this company. So I don't want to sit and be shy and passive. I know that even though that's super crazy hard for me, we were just talking about this today, and lead boxes and blitzing, it's still freaking hard for me. But at the same time, I am not going to let that get in my way. I'm not going to let my weaknesses own me. I will not. So I'm going to get my butt into gear, and I'm going to go take out lead boxes this week, and I'm going to go and blitz people, and I'm going to go into salons and ask them if they want to try a wrap. And even though that scares the crap out of me, I'm going to do it because I won't let it hold me back. So I think that's my biggest one that is super hard to overcome, but but one that we do anyway.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, because like I said, Jess and I were talking about lead boxes, and I was just like, I am so, like, I can't do it. Like, you have to come and do it with me. But there's so, like, just like Jess said, there's weaknesses. Everyone has weaknesses, whether you're an ambassador diamond or, a distributor. I don't want you to look at the ambassadors and be like, oh my gosh, they're so amazing, and they're these like God-like people, because they have weaknesses as well. And I don't want you to feel like you can't ever measure up or ever think that you'll be there because you have all these weaknesses. So, so true. So, I kind of just want to end because I'm running out of time. So, with this, I'm gonna screen share again really quick. So with this quote on your weaknesses, it's one that stuck out to me a ton. So it says, everyone has weaknesses. It's a natural thing. So don't be embarrassed to look at your weaknesses. It will help you to improve yourself if you know them. Work on those weaknesses in order to not make them matter too much in your life. Everybody has some weaknesses that they need to keep in check because they could produce negative consequences and may even disrupt your efforts while you use your personal strengths. So I think that's so, that's so powerful right there, because like Jess said, and we were talking about earlier, is that it's scary for me to get on here and tell you all of my weaknesses. Like I said, it's not easy for me to tell you guys that I'm not very disciplined and I waste a lot of time and I have poor time management. It's really, really scary to me, because as a leader, I should have those traits, I feel like, but I don't. And so, but that's okay, because I recognize that that's an issue that I have, and I'm working to make that better. So I don't want you to go away from this Zoom and being like, oh, crap, these are my weaknesses, and I just am feeling like crap. I want you to look at your strengths, and I want you to say, okay, this is what I'm good at, and this is how my business is going to, this is how, if I implement these things, this is how it's going to make my business better. But I want you to look at your weaknesses as well. And I don't want you to be, hard on yourself. Like, I could go away from this tonight and just be like, I am the worst leader ever. Like, now my team thinks that I'm a complete joke, or, but I'm going to go away from this and I'm going to be like, okay, so how can I be more disciplined with my time? How can I be more disciplined with my business? Being fearful, I'm going out and putting out 5 lead boxes this week with Jess. And being controlling, I'm going to let go of some of that control and just let the business run how it's supposed to, instead of having all these, being super controlling of everything. And being impatient, that's mostly with my kids. I've been trying lately to, Jackson is trying my patience, which he does a lot. I try and just take a deep breath and I just say, okay, how important, or how bad is the situation, and how bad did he just get in trouble, or so I don't let it be super bad. So that's huge. I just look at your weaknesses tonight and sit down and make a plan about how you can make them better. So that's what this is about, because once you, like it said, once you know those weaknesses, and you can change, you can work on those and make them more of your strengths. So yeah, I hope that this is good, that you guys took something from this, and so I think that's it. So everyone have a good night. If you have messages or if you have questions about this, let me know, and Jess and I will be here to help you. But I hope that you guys are gonna take what you need from this, and improve your life. So yeah.
And tune in next week. We're gonna do another one.
Yes, yes. So every Monday night at 8 o'clock, be here. So, okay, love you all. Good night.